Hi, this is Mike Regan with TransAct's 2-Minute Warning for the week of April 21st. In this week's 2-Minute Warning, we've got an important announcement about an upcoming webcast on tariffs, and we also want to share some important things about where we're at with the LTL reclassification issue. Well, folks, we have been on a roller coaster ride for a couple of weeks here. I want you to go back to April 2nd when President Trump announced, here's what the reciprocal tariffs are going to look like. All sorts of things were happening. A couple of days later, the stock market weighed in about what they thought about it. Not good. Lost trillions of dollars of valuation. And then we rescinded all the reciprocal tariffs, put a 10% in. That's all except a couple of key countries, one of which is China. Now, we've been dueling back and forth there. You know, I'll go a 50%, you go 100%, who knows? But what we do know is on May 7th, we're going to be hosting another important webcast. Webcast is about Tariffs Part 2 with our friends from the NITL, CSCMP, and the Global Shippers Forum. Now, we brought back the same all-star cast, Karyn, Dan Ujczo from Thompson Hine, and who knows what the world's going to look like on May 7th. No promises and guarantees. But what I do know is on May 7th, you'll get the best, most comprehensive analysis of where we're at on that particular day. And it reminded me of a saying that a friend of mine shared with me about a month ago as I was talking to him about the tariff situation. He said, Mike, where there's chaos and confusion, companies can do very well. I was a little bit confused. I said, how could that be? He said, well, assuming this situation affects everybody, and it certainly does, how one company manages, if they do a great job, can be a competitive advantage against a company that doesn't do as well. And that's why we want you to attend this webcast on May 7th. Now, another thing we need to make you aware of is what's going on with the LTL classification. That train has left the station, and the most significant changes since 1980 are going to go into effect in July. And if you're not preparing for that, if you don't understand, you could see your LTL costs soar, and you're going to be scratching your head saying, what happened? What happened is you weren't paying attention to these 2-minute warnings. Now, what we also have is our LTL assessment here at TransAct. It is a dynamite tool that'll help you understand how the LTL changes could impact you, how the things you could change would help mitigate the impact of those changes, and how you could even possibly save money on your LTL costs. That's why you need to talk to me about TransAct's LTL assessment. Now, we make all of this information available, and especially these webcasts that we're hosting with our friends from the NITL, CSCMP, and the Global Shipper Forum. Don't miss being with us on May 7th. If you're interested in learning more about the LTL stuff, send me an email, give us a call, because with each and every 2-minute warning, we're here to remind you we're on your team. We're here to help. We're passionate about seeing you be successful. Thanks for your time.